CQDX, this is 9 Alpha Tango 791. This is station 9 Alpha Tango 791 on the Gulf Islands in the North Pacific. Yeah, 17 Division, Hawaiian Islands, Central Pacific. This is 9 Alpha Tango 791 Gulf Islands in the North Pacific, waving aloha. QSY 535, QSY 535. How about that 17 Division, Hawaiian Islands, 9 Alpha Tango 791 on the Gulf Islands out here in the North Pacific.
Hello, Alpha Tango 791, 17 Delta Foxtrot 119er. Operator Dean, return.
Hey, sounding good, Dean, from the mini grass. I got a good Q5 signal on you. I think I have my beam pointed right at you. You're southwest of our islands off the Pacific coast of Canada, QSL.
Ah, QSL, I was kind of wondering where you were at. Yeah, I've got you 5 swinging a solid 9. Very nice signal back to you.
Yeah, you're blasting in her. I don't think I've spoke to you before. I speak a lot of different stations out there in the mini grass, but yeah, I don't think we've QSO'd before. I don't know what island are you on?
I'm on the Big Island. I'm about 10 minutes away from the volcano.
Oh, so up by Kilauea there on the Big Island. Cool. Very, very nice. I've been to Hawaii many, many times. I think 26 times now I've been to the Hawaiian Islands, but you know what? I've never been to the Big Island yet. My wife's been there. I need to visit sometime to the Big Island.
Yeah, you do. Try to schedule it for February. We have a big meet and greet down at Wakahoe Point on the Big Island, and it lasts for 2 days. We got a luau, free luau, and good music. So the last time we had maybe 300 people.
That is awesome. No, I've heard they've had big jamborees out there. Well, look up our island as well. Our island is Salt Spring Island, like table salt and bouncy spring. Salt Spring Island out here in the southern Gulf Island chain. And you got Joe here, Juliet Oscar Echo, QSL.
QSL, Joe. Yeah, I'm pretty much aware of Salt Spring Island now that you mentioned it. Joe, you got Dean on this side of the Delta Echo Alpha November. Back to you.
Yeah, Dean, we have a lot of Hawaiian history on this island. Believe it or not, some of our first settlers in the mid-1800s came from the Hawaiian Islands. And we have a Hawaiian graveyard here. The oldest church on our island was built by the Hawaiians, believe it or not.
That's something I didn't know. But I do know that the Hawaiians in the 1800s did do a lot of traveling. They also traveled before that. I'm pretty sure some of the Native Americans on the west coast are part Hawaiian.
Oh yeah, they married into the Hawaiians here. So we have a Kanaka Road, Tehaunii Road, Palaway. We have a lot of roads on our island named after the Hawaiians. Even our skate park is Kanaka Skate Park. But yeah, it's a very interesting history here, Hawaiian history. Every year they have luau's here from the descendants of the first settlers. And we go on a grave walk. Every year we go on a Hawaiian grave walk at the cemetery. And the descendants of those people in the graves talk about each Hawaiian in the grave there, QSL.
Oh, Roger. Yeah, well, that's one thing. The Hawaiians, there's such a very strong oral tradition. They didn't write much down, but they have good memory.
You know it, man. I love when they give talks. I go to all the talks here. I'm friends with the Hawaiians. And you look up Hawaiian history on Salt Spring Island. That's all you got to do. Go to YouTube or just Google it, and it'll come up for you.
Well, I just Google mapped it, and I see where you're at. Wow, man. That's a beautiful place to be. I bet fishing's great over there.
Oh yeah, lots of fishing around here, lots of prawns, lots of oysters, crabs, and if you like salmon and all that stuff and cod, but I know the fishing's good around where you are too, absolutely. But yeah, I love seafood. We live on the northern point, the very northern point of Salt Spring Island, right across street from the ocean. So we got that same ocean right around us there, QSL.
I'll do that. It's always a comforting spot. Now, I don't know about fishing over here. The Big Island has limited access to the ocean, and those places have been fished out. But if you got a boat, like my friends do, then that's a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. Well, people do go out on the boats, and then offshore, if you go to the over to the far west side of Vancouver Island, 50 to 80 miles out, you're going to catch tuna. We have a tuna here, and I know you have the ahi tuna. We have the albacore tuna here, QSL.
Are you anywhere near Sally Point Beach?
Don't know. I'm not sure where that is. I'll tell you what. If you look on a map, we're actually below the 49th parallel here. We're 48 degrees north latitude. We're directly across, same latitude as Washington State there, QSL.
Okay, yeah, I've got the island here. I'm looking at Mineral Springs Resort, Fernwood Point Beach. Looks like a nice place to be.
Yeah, I live right around the corner from Mineral Springs. That's just like a 1-minute drive, basically, from where I live. I drive past there all the time. That's right on North Beach Road.
Hey, how are the tides today? You look like you may be susceptible to some pretty decent tides.
Yeah, we get some king tides, and then we get some really low tides. And I cold water swim every day, so my wife's daughter and I walk across street to the beach and we swim. And sometimes the tide's quite a ways out, but we also, in the winter months, we get these king tides that come up pretty high.
All right, Roger. Well, you're a better man than me, because I still surf at 70 years old, but I always wear a wetsuit if it's too cold. I get cold too quick, so that teach you.
Yeah, my wife will never go in the ocean here in the wintertime. Summertime, it's quite nice. But yeah, no, I swim year round, man. I'll go in there. The ocean temperature doesn't usually go below 44 degrees Fahrenheit here, which is darn cold. But yeah, no, we go out there pretty much every day and up to about 5 to 8 minutes or so.
Roger that. Well, they say you don't quit playing because you grow old because you quit playing, so keep on swimming.
That's right. I'm going to be 61 at the end of this month, man. Time flies when you're having fun.
That's right, Roger. Shoot, man. If you ever need these things from the Big Island, we got access to all that Hawaiian stuff, for luau's, kiwis, but I'm sure your friends do too.
Yeah, it's amazing. The Hawaiians here, when they do have a luau, they go out in a big way. It's quite the party. And I went to one of their luau's. Usually it's close family members, really close friends, you know what I mean? But I was invited to one about 20 years ago on one of the beaches here. It was absolutely awesome. And I've been to them in Hawaii. I was married on Oahu in '86, summer of '86. And second time around, I was married on the island of Maui. So I'm still married to my second wife. We got married on Maui, QSL.
Oh, Roger. Yeah, I used to live in Makawao. And I used to be a branch manager for Associate Finance in Kahului.
Okay, so we got married just north of McKenna. You know where McKenna Beach is there? They call it the Wedding Beach. And it's in that little area.
I used to go there before it was developed. We used to camp out, catch ulua, Jack Valley, just have a good old time. But it was a 4-wheel drive road back then.
That's right. I hear about that. Yeah, no, it's of course it's built up now. Wailea, so expensive there. We stay on South Kihei Road across from Kamioli 2 Beach. You know where Fred's is, Moose McGillicuddy's, in that area, Kihei, Kainani.
Okay, I used to live in a 2-story condo just about that same area. I lived there for about a year, then I moved up to Makawao. I bought a house up in the coal country. But yeah, fishing is awesome in Maui. It was. The only problem was traffic is intense.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, I know what you mean. I know where Makawao is. I've been there a lot of times. And we went up to Kula, the lavender farm there up in Makawao. It's beautiful up there. I kind of like it up country. They grow some of the same plants that we can grow here on our island. I saw beautiful hydrangeas and some bottle brush and stuff like that because it gets a little cooler up there.
Roger, well, over here it never gets more than maybe 74 degrees where I live. Up in the volcano, we're about maybe 1,800 feet elevation. And at night, I light a fire if I get chilly.
Oh, yeah, you're living in a good area. I said, if I ever live in Hawaii, I said to Wendy, because we love Hawaii, I'd live at a higher elevation. Just like you, I like that temperature. That's actually a beautiful temperature. I remember one time going up to Haleakala, and man, it was cold up there. And I went up there with my shorts and slippers on, my flip-flops. I said, what am I doing up here at 10,000 foot, man? It was windy and cold.
That's how you look like a local, Timbo.
Yeah, I couldn't believe we stood by the sign by the little building there, and it said 10,300 something feet or something elevation. The wind started blowing. I go, why am I up here, man? I should be down on the beach. But yeah, the island here where we live, the winters are mild and wet. Wet, mild winters. Occasional snowfall that never lasts long. We had our first frost here came in February, and then we had a cold snap. And whenever we get cold snaps during the winter, it comes from Alaska. So it gets cold up there. She opens her doors up, lets some of that air out. cold air comes down here. The jet stream pulls it down, but short-lived. So we had one morning, it got down to 25 Fahrenheit, which is pretty cold for us, but short-lived and then gone. And now everything's in bloom here now.
Well, you got that current. I believe that current comes from Hawaii. It's actually a warm current that keeps things stable where you are.
Absolutely, it regulates it. We have the offshore Japanese current, and we have the North Pacific current. And you know what? We have weather systems called the Pineapple Express. And the Pineapple Express comes right at us from the Hawaiian Islands.
Roger. I like the weather map sometimes. Hey, Yannick, next time you come to the Big Island, bring your skis. I'll take you skiing up in the mountains on a camp in the morning, then we'll go surfing in the afternoon. How's that?
You gotta love that. I was an avid skier here. I mean, I used to ski up around Whistler for years, and there's a big mountain on Vancouver Island called Mount Washington. I've skied there. I've skied all the local mountains in Vancouver and stuff, but I know people do ski in Hawaii. I've seen videos of it and posters of it, you know, when you go into some of these surf shops, skiing and surfing on the same day.
Roger. What I do is I go to the people throw away their skis. I pick up skis, I find boots that fit, some bindings, get some poles, and I'm good to go. Thing is about skiing up there. The snow is never too deep, so you're going to lose a lot of feedback.
That is cool. That is super cool. Well, you know what? I got a picture on my wall right behind me in my radio room, and I got it in Hawaii. It's called the Black Sands Beach at Kalapana. You probably know where the Black Sands Beach at Kalapana are, don't you?
Well, I used to surf there. I know where it used to be, but it's not there anymore. The last lava flow took it out.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I heard it's destroyed, so I got this beautiful picture of it, a photograph. It's huge. I bought it in Hawaii, and I got it dry mounted and framed. And it's a big one. I got it on my radio room wall. Like, my radio room here is fully decked out with Hawaiian license plates. I got maps. I got lays in here. It's like you're in Hawaii in this little room.
Well, I'll tell you what. I still have some sand from the original Black Sand Beach. We took maybe a quart of it. So I've got some in a jar. And I give it away every now and then to people that remember the Black Sand Beach.
That is super cool, man. Right on. Yeah, no, I was told about that. It's totally gone. So I'm actually grateful to have this this beautiful photo on the wall. I got the Hawaiian flags in here too. I have 2 Hawaiian flags in here as well. So it's it's a pretty funky little radio shack. It's about 40 feet away from my house there, QSL.
Roger that. You can tell like you got a nice setup. Tell you what, take down my phone number and give me a call if you're going to come over here.
Yeah, you know what? And I'm easy to get a hold of, too. You can check out my video, my YouTube video channel. It's all my radio stuff here and the radio room and the contacts I make. So if you go to, like, YouTube Jungle Joe C, like Charlie Video Gates, you can see what it looks like here.
That was Jungle Joe C?
Yeah, like Charlie, and Video Gates, like Garden Gate, Video Gates. Yeah, you'll get a kick out of it. So, yeah, no, I do videos here of contacts around the world. So I shoot the Video Gates. It's got quite a few views, this channel. But, yeah, check it out sometime.
Yeah, I could probably send you a message on that, too.
Yeah, leave a comment. You can, and then I always check my comments every single day. I upload videos every single day on there from the radio room.
Roger. Well, I'm curious about, the last person that came from New Zealand, I said, I took him fishing for the last break.
Is that right, eh? Well, you know what? I just came in the radio room here, Dean, and you're my first contact of the day. So you made my day, because I love talking to the Hawaiian Islands.
Okay, see what, I gotta get around to do some stuff about lunchtime over here. I'm gonna leave a little house and we use that number so you sound real good. Very high quality station.
Thanks, Dean. Hey, mahalo, brother. You as well. You're sounding great. So you have a good one out there in the Hawaiian Islands, which I call paradise. 17 Delta Foxtrot 119. Big Island, Hawaii. 9 Alpha Tango 791 on the Gulf Islands in the North Pacific. Waving aloha. Till next time, Shaka Wave. One sec.
You might hear me, I'm not sure. I've got a small signal. I have to go for the lower back. You get there out there? You
All right there, Dean. Yeah, I talk on channel 11 AM to the Hawaiians down there, mini grass, usually at nighttime. So I go by Skip Junkie down there. That's my AM handle, 612 Skip Junkie. All right, my friend, mahalo and aloha from the Gulf Islands in the North Pacific. Talk to you soon. Aloha. Go ahead there, station.
You copy, John?
Yeah, go ahead. I copy you. You're blasting in.
Yeah, it's Brian in New York. 2WW279, over.
Ah, Brian, New York. 2WW279. Sounding good as usual.
Yeah, thanks, John. I got a guy in Hawaii, too, but more pointed towards you. It's almost 7 p.m. on the East Coast here. And we got about 10 degrees centigrade, over.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it's around 9 here, 9 degrees Celsius. So about 48 or so, and sun and clouds. We did have a light shower, but mostly sunny all day today. And you're coming in off the back of the beam like blasting in. You are blasting in off the back of the beam.
Okay, I'm just running the radio power, but the antenna is a 7 element Yagi. It's up about 12 meters, Joe. So, how's the conditions over there? Yesterday I didn't hear anybody from your side. It was all Europe and South Africa, so.
You know, it was dead. It was so dead on the band. There was nobody in here. I came in just before dinner, I think it was, and I started calling on 555 just for the hell of it, just to see if anybody was out there with their ears open. Sure enough, I hear a faint signal come back to me, a faint station, and next thing you know, it started coming in stronger and stronger. So I talked to a station in New Zealand probably for about 10, 12 minutes, and then that was it.
Okay, it's gonna go short pretty quick here, I think, but with the spring equinox. But yeah, we're working Europe over here. I got a couple guys in Denmark and Germany and all that stuff. So they weren't quite as strong yesterday with that solar flare, but we're still able to work them there, Joe. So it's a little bit different propagation on this end, Roger.
Yeah, no kidding. I didn't hear any. I haven't heard Europe for probably about a week now. It's been dead. They usually come in the morning, but nothing. Quiet. I mean, we always get our North American DX, which is fine. But the short window for us for Europe here, it's usually starts rolling in around maybe 9 a.m., something like that. And usually by noon, it's pretty much all gone. So, but I'm listening. I turn my beam towards Europe, up over the North Pole every night before I get out of the radio room. So when I get in here in the morning, I'm ready. But yeah, nothing. It's been dead.
I haven't been in here too much, but yeah, about a week ago, I think now, Joe, we got into Ukraine, the 315 Lima Radio 124, and there was a guy up in Russia I talked to quite often, 50 Division.
That.
Guys get Europe. Over here we get Middle East and Asia and all that, the weird, the countries that are not so common. When you guys get Europe, we get a little bit further, Eastern Europe too. So.
Yeah, Ukraine. It's so weird. I was thinking about Ukraine today. I was mailing some QSL cards to UK, and the girl that works at the post office, she's from the Ukraine. And I think, that's one place I have not talked to yet is Ukraine. I've talked to Russia, a few times, maybe 3 or 4 times. I worked a Russian station last week, but Ukraine, nope. So they are out there. I just didn't know if they existed.
Yeah, there's a few out there. The guy I talked to, he was 20 miles from the war zone. He was 20 miles from where they're fighting. It was 315 Lima Radio 124. He gave me a 59 and he was a 58. And that was about a week ago, Roger.
That is awesome. What, right on. Well, good for you. I mean, I've talked to Poland quite a few times, but and it's in that vicinity. But yeah, so I do have my ears open for the Ukraine. That's good to know. I just wasn't sure if anybody was even talking over there right now during the war.
Yeah, usually it's pretty busy with Europe. We get them at 20 to 40 dB solid. So you really got to listen. And if somebody puts them on the cluster, you pretty much have no chance at all because everybody looks and they don't listen, Roger.
I know, exactly. Yeah, you guys get them a lot stronger than we get them. And you get, and I mean, you are closer to Europe if you think about it. From New York to fly to, say, London or something, it's probably, 4 hours, 4.5 hours?
That's a 6-hour difference. 6 hours, they're ahead of me. 6 hours, Joe.
Okay, so they're 8 or 9 hours, I think. Well, we're 3 hours, so you're 6? Yeah, so I guess they're 9 ahead of us.
Yeah, that's a pretty good stretch. Yeah, you're, well, my best openings here are between 9:30 and 11:30 a.m. here. That's when you get the Middle East and, some of the more rare countries. But I did work, I think it was last weekend. John Marie there, the 338DA101. He was the only one on the band Sunday night.
Oh, I've worked that guy. 338. That's isn't he down in the South Pacific somewhere? Is that the guy?
Yeah, that's the Marquee Island, John Marie there. He's a really good operator. He can do CW too.
Yeah, he lives in France, I think, and then he visits there. Yeah, I've talked to him down in the Marquise. I talked to him actually last week. So I always have my beam later in the day. I have it pointed South Pacific, and that's where I'm pointed right now. And like I say, you are blasting it into the red off the back of the beam. And I bet if I turned my beam around it, maybe it wouldn't be as strong.
Yeah, that's surprising. What are you using for the antenna, Joe, for your beam there?
I'm running a 3-element flat side Yagi Serial.
Oh, you're on a 3-element. Okay, yeah, this is a 7-element tri-bander. It's up 12 meters on tower 1.
Yeah, that's a big beam. It's probably got a big boom on it. I have mine up 26 foot to the boom. That's it.
Yeah, the boom is as long as the tower. It's about 12 meters up and 12 meters wide.
Whoa, man, that is big. 12 meters. That's 37 feet long or something, isn't it?
Yeah, it's about 37 and a half, give or take. I modeled it after the TH7DX, the high gain Tango Hotel 7 Delta X-ray. So it's got a lot of gain. I actually worked somebody this morning with 5 watts in the Caribbean, and he said I was 20 over. So you don't need a whole lot of power when you got the big beams, Roger.
No, because it amplifies the power out of your. That's what it does. Yeah, you could run 5 watts, like you say, and it's almost like you're running a linear, but you're not.
Yeah, that's a lot of fun. It was Tony there and Trinidad there, Echo Kilo. I forgot his number, but you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, I've worked those stations too. But you know, one place I've never worked is Middle East. I've never even heard them in here yet, but I hear people talking about working them. I'm listening.
Yeah, there's a guy in 94, United Arab Emirates, that's pretty active here. He's got a big station. He runs a K&a-half. So yeah, you should be able to hear him, Roger.
Yeah, I'll have to point my beam in the right direction. I know for Europe, I'm pointed north by northeast up over the pole, so I'd have to look on my globe to see where I should be pointing. I mean, I talked to South Africa and all that stuff, Canary Islands, but Middle East, I don't know, maybe it's over in that direction.
Yeah, try the North Pole. That's what I do. I go about 20 to 30 degrees off and north to Middle East here. Sometimes we get Indonesia also in the morning there. It's kind of weird, but yeah, the Middle East for me is at about 20 to 30 degrees northeast.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, well, that's good to know. Yeah, in Indonesia, Southeast Asia stations, I always hear it's in the evening. Never, ever really hear them in the morning. It'd be very, very rare. Brazil, South America, and Chile and all that comes in about this time, and then a little bit later we start to get Central South Pacific. Although before you came in here, I was working the station in Hawaii. You heard them, so there is definitely some Central Pacific in there, and I'm sure there's probably South Pacific right now.
Yeah, I could hear the guy you were talking to in Hawaii there. He really wasn't as strong as you, but of course I'm pointing a little bit further north.
Yeah, we're about 90 miles north of Seattle as the crow fly. The south end of our island, figured it out, as the crow flies, about 90 miles north of Seattle. So I guess I'd probably be southwest of you. West of you.
Come back with that?
Yeah, I think I would be kind of west or kind of southwest of you a little bit.
I didn't catch that, Joe. Who's southwest?
Or I'd be west of you. I would be due west of where you live, right?
No, you're northwest. I got you at 315 degrees.
Oh, so I am northwest. Okay, I was thinking, oh yeah, right, because you're way below I don't know what your latitude is. We're 48. We're 48 latitude. You must be a lot lower than that.
Yeah, it's been a while since somebody asked me the longitude, latitude. Do you know the grid locator? Do you know what the grid locator is?
No, I don't.
Okay, I'm gonna give you the grid locator, but okay, that's no big deal. Well, yeah, we're at 48 and 49 on the longitude and latitude. 40, I think it's 49 and 51. I have to get into the GPS here on the monitor. I used to have it on this thing. Oh, here it is. Yeah, okay, so my longitude is west 7310.090, and the latitude north 4226.95100.
That's interesting. Okay, now I'm looking. Now I'm in my head. I'm envisioning a map of the U.S. You would be the same latitude as probably Southern Oregon. If you drew a straight line across, it'd probably be in Southern Oregon somewhere. Because I think Portland is around 45, something like that, or maybe you'd even be Northern California. So we're 48 degrees north latitude here, QSL.
Okay, yeah, you're pretty close. I think I'm a little bit farther north than that, but if you're, I think you have to come up, let's see, you'd have to go about 120 degrees, Joe, I think. Are you at 120 degrees?
Well, the thing is, I don't have anything like that on my beam. I just have numbers. I'm using an RCA rotor, and my rotor box just says 816 on it, 8, and then way over in the corner says 16. So it doesn't have anything like that.
Oh, okay. So it doesn't have the azimuth increments. It doesn't have the reading.
No, it's funny. Years ago, when I had a Channel Master rotor on my quad, my high gain quad beam, the old school one, it had everything on it: north, south, east, west, everything in between, but it wasn't digital.
Oh, okay, roger that. Okay. Well, I've got GPS on this thing, so I can actually turn the rotor and everything with the computer here, so it's pretty accurate. I'm sitting at 320 degrees northwest right now, according to the GPS.
That is pretty cool, man. That is high tech for sure. Yeah, so basically, we're just a little bit above Seattle here. So or you know where the San Juan Islands are, the Washington State San Juan Islands, we can see them. We can actually see them from our island. We're in the same archipelago.
Yeah, okay, yeah, very good. I Googled your country there, your little island there a long time ago. Yeah, I know where you are. You're north of Seattle, yeah.
Yeah, that's right too. So imaginary line, Southern Gulf Islands, San Juan Islands, but basically all the same kind of islands.
Yeah, that's probably why you do so good. You know, you're near the water like me. I'm pretty close to the water, over.
Yeah, it seems to help. I tell you what, even when I'm driving in my car or my truck, and you're driving around the island, you know, there's good areas and bad areas. When I get to this area, the skip comes in a lot better, and I get out better too. So yeah, we're right across the street from the beach, about 900 feet from the Pacific Ocean here.
When I get my mobile, I haven't done it in a long time, but when I get my mobile, I have a spot here. It's about a half an hour from here. We're up about 440 meters. So it works really well in the mobile. 440 meters over the water, Joe. So at the home base, I'm at 220. But if I drive a little bit, I can get up 440. It's not really crazy high, but it's better than here, Roger.
Oh, it helps. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, no, I'm only about 160 feet above sea level here, but I'm on the northern point of the island, so there's ocean around me close by on all sides.
Yeah,
yeah, that definitely helps for sure, yeah. I'm right by the water here too, so I can actually see magnification from my house.